Okay, here we go on number 13. We have to verify. So we see cosine squared plus sine squared. I hope you now, at this point, is able to, and if not, looking at the paper, say that that equals 1 over tangent. Okay, so secant is going to be 1 over cosine divided by tangent, which is sine over cosine. So what we want to do here is keep, change, and flip. So keep, change, and flip. And notice here the cosines cancel. Just be aware that sine is still at the bottom. We need to keep it there. And then 1 over sine is cosecant. And that's it. Okay. Now number 14, they tell us cosine is equal to negative 8 over 17, and we're going to be in quadrant 2. Okay, so here we go. A, O, H. Remember, place your numbers first, and then figure out where the negative goes. So remember, hypotenuse can never ever be negative, so that goes with the 8. We're going to do the Pythagorean theorem. Please remember 17 is our hypotenuse, so that will be our C value. Okay, so 64. Please remember a negative squared is positive. Okay, I believe it was 289. Yeah, equals 289. We're going to subtract 64. 225, yes. 225 square root and b equals 15. Okay, so I already know cosine is negative 8 over 17, and sine is going to be 15 over 17. So I know you're probably thinking, why are you doing both? And remember, the question here is sine 2 theta. The formula is 2 sine theta cosine theta. So 2 times sine is 15 over 17 times cosine, which is negative 8 over 17. Please be careful. Make sure 2 is over 1. So 15 times 2 times negative 8 is negative 40 over 1 times 17 is 289. Okay. Last one here, cosine is negative 3 over 5, and we're in quadrant number 3. A, O, H. Negative 3 and 5, so this becomes a 3, 4, 5 triangle, but please remember the 4 is in negative. The question here is, what is cosine 2 theta? Oh, I need sine. So sine is going to be negative 4 over 5. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. So the formula here is cosine squared minus sine squared. So cosine, which they gave to me, is negative 3 over 5 squared minus sine, which is negative 4 over 5 squared. Remember, when you square a fraction, you square both the top and the bottom. So this is just going to be 9 over 25. And no, these two negatives are not going to cancel out because we got to do the exponent first. And that makes that a positive. And I get a negative 7 over 25. Okay, just follow the order of operations and the formula. Okay, 15, negative 1 plus 3 cosine squared theta equals 2 cosine squared theta. Okay, So I'm going to subtract 3 over. And we get -1 equals -1 cosine squared theta divided by -1 cosine squared theta. Okay, life is so easy, right? So now we take the square root. And this is where some of y'all made a mistake on your last test. When you take the square root of 1, yes, it is 1, but plus or minus. Okay. Then you just look on the unit circle. When is cosine positive 0? I'm sorry, positive 1, and that is at 0, and it is -1 at pi. Okay, just be careful about that plus and minus. Okay, -1 minus 9 cosecant theta equals -8 square root of 3 minus 1 plus 3 cosecant theta. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is just combine these ones. And what happens is beautiful. They both cancel out. Okay, plus 3 cosecant theta. So what I'm going to do is now subtract 3 cosecant theta. -12, right? Equals -8 square root of 3. Okay, divide by -12. Cancels. I can reduce this. I can take a 4 out, right? Divide by 4. Yeah, because 8 won't go in it. So we get 2 square roots of 3 over 3. Okay, now we're going to flip this. So this is going to become sine. And I'm sorry for that pause. I was doing the math in my head. Okay. Now I have to rationalize. No, you don't do anything with the 2. You leave it alone. So we get 3 square roots of 3 over 2 square roots of 9, which is just 3 square roots of 3. And I'm going to write it this way, 2 times 3. And notice here, the 3's on the outside cancel. So we're left with sine is square root of 3 over 2. Now, let me grab my unit circle. When is sine the square root 3 over 2? I know what you're thinking. That's a great question. And sine, that would be pi over 3 and 2 pi over 3. So remember, their denominators do need to match. Okay. And then, sorry about all that. Last question here. Gosh, it's been a long time. So this is dealing with the x-axis. So when is f of x? So when is the graph negative, meaning below x-axis? Okay, so we're below here at -2 to, let's say, -0.5, about 2.5 to about 5.5. Okay, we only write the x-axis. This one is above x-axis. Okay, if you're worried about brackets and parentheses, please don't be. Okay, so we're above from -8 all the way to -2, -0.5 all the way to 2.5, and then 5.5 all the way to 7. Okay. How often does the line y equals 3 intercept? So here is 3, and I'm just going to draw a line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it crosses 4 times. When does x equal 0? Meaning, when do we cross x-axis? So at -2, -0.5, 2.5, and 5.5. Okay. -3. When does f of x equal -3? So here's -3. I cross it right here, so it equals 1. Okay. When am I increasing? And versus when am I decreasing? So if you look right here, from here to here, I'm decreasing, increasing. From here to here, all big decrease and increase. So I'm increasing from -1 to +1. And then I'm increasing again here from 5 all the way to 7. Okay. Decreasing from -8 all the way to -1. From 1 all the way to 5. And yes, you still write all the x-axis. So I hope this helps you on the test or final exam. Good luck, guys.